Welcome to the Multi-Orgasmic Mama podcast, where sexual taboos are broken. I'm Tilly Storm, holistic sex coach and jade egg and tantric sex teacher. I work with luxury lovers, teaching them the art of better sacred sex by helping them remove all their blocks to pleasure, turn on confidence and connection, so they can step into their fullest potential and power as humans and alchemists in the 3D. If you'd like to learn how to release shame and guilt destroying your sex life so you can feel fully sexually liberated and free, you can access my How to Release Shame and Guilt training at www.tillystorm.com/shame. This episode is brought to you by the Sensually Embodied Woman Collective. If you're ready to remove all your blocks to pleasure, turn on and feeling confident and sexy in your body through my paid programs and offerings, then head to www.tillystorm.com today. Beware, the storm is coming. It's Tilly Storm, and I am on a mission to make America fuck again. Yes, yes, and yes. Welcome back, my loves. I'm so excited to return to recording some podcast episodes for you all. I have been really evaluating my mission and what I'm doing as a holistic sex coach and thinking bigger and bigger about what is the revolution that I am here to facilitate and to create on this planet at this time in history. Now, many of you know that I am an advocate for medical freedom. I home birthed, or actually free birthed, my first child, and I've always been an advocate for women's rights and body autonomy to choose how they want to have their babies. And that absolutely includes my views on everything else that's going on with the C and the V. And I will tell you, there is not much more that fires me up than when someone tells me or anyone in my family what they have to do with their body. And this is because I have an innate trust that women know what is right for them. They know what is right for their bodies, and they know what is right for their babies. And it should not be up to anyone but them to decide what is right for them. Now, I know this might upset some, and if that's you, please unsubscribe from my podcast, because I will be speaking more of it, because it is something I am so highly passionate about. So what does this have to do with making America fuck again? Well, a lot. Because good fucking comes when you learn to trust your body and your instinct. When you learn how to get out of your head, to connect with your animal body, and to trust that it has a mind of its own and that it knows what it's doing. I remember being a doula. I have been to over 150 births in the span of 7 years when I was working full-time as a doula. And I just remember thinking of how some of these women lacked so much faith or trust in their own body's wisdom. They would always ask me, what should I do right now? What should I try right now? And I'd be like, babe, I can't tell you what you should be doing right now. I can't tell you what feels good to you right now. You get to figure that out for yourself. You're the only one who could possibly know what's right for you and your baby and your body. And these women would look at me like I'm crazy. Like, no, I just want you to tell me. No, I just want you to tell me what to do with my body, because I don't know. This is the exact same woman who shows up in my programs or in my coaching to help her learn how to get out of her head in sex, okay? It's so shockingly similar, because women that don't know how to trust their bodies, that don't know what they want and like while they're having a baby, also don't know what it is that they want and like in bed or how to ask for it. And they're so disconnected from their body that they don't know how to trust the fuck. They don't know how to trust their own sexual instinct because they judge it. They've been shamed for it their whole life. They've been judged from external sources their entire life. All of these things. When I say it's time to make America fuck again, what I really mean is that we all need to get back into our bodies to learn how to trust them. Seeing the issues that women struggled with in childbirth as so many of the same issues that they struggle with in their sexuality, this is what inspired me to go from being a $20,000 a year birth doula to building a six-figure coaching business in the realm of sexuality and relationship in the span of less than 2 years. And this is why I'm here to teach you how to change the narratives around our sexuality and our body, to move through your blocks to pleasure, to increase your confidence that you know what's right for you, that you know what feels good to you. Because only when you do are you going to feel a sense of ownership and empowerment around your body and sexuality, a sense of power and authority, not just in the bedroom, but beyond, in your day-to-day life, in your career, in the business you're building, whatever it is you're doing. And not only do I want you to learn how to fuck again, what I really want you to learn is that you don't have to disconnect your fuck from your sacred, divine, sexual nature. That there's no need to compartmentalize these two aspects of your life. That what you consider sacred and divine doesn't have to be different than the animal body who has specific desires, fantasies, and things like that. This is the challenge that I had to work through myself when I integrated my sexuality and healed all of the core wounds around it that I had had being raised Southern Baptist. And this is what I'm here to help you do as well, to bridge the sacred and the sexy, not only because it makes you feel good and more confident in your own body and sexuality, but because it is the fucking key to creating the new earth and ringing in the 5D consciousness, my loves. This is what really matters to me, because until we heal and integrate parts of our sexuality and get embodied, that is never going to happen. Okay? You got to start at the root, work your way up. There's so many light workers, so many beings, doing all of the spiritual work, gridding the light grid and doing all of these amazing things on that end. And there also has to be people working on the opposite end, on the sexuality and the embodiment realm. And I know in my bones that that is what I'm here to do, because the key to getting to where we want to be and experiencing the new earth and the beauty and the epicness of being in a light body is all about, is us getting through our sexual shadow as a collective. The problem is we are so far from that happening. So it is my passion to not only help women learn to trust their bodies and to continue to have body autonomy and hopefully to continue to have medical freedom, but it's not looking like that's going to be happening anytime soon. We'll find our way around it, but in the meantime, who knows what's going to happen. So it is my revolution, and the revolution that I'm here to lead, to work with you religious leaders out there, to work with you media giants, to work with these sex toy brand owners, these adult industry leaders, and these company executives, and all of you high-level entrepreneurs out there, to help you heal your sexuality, to alchemize the collective shadow, the sexual shadow, into light, to bridge the sacred and the sexy, and to create the new earth that we all desire and long for. So this is going to require disrupting all of the messaging that you got from religion, from society, that takes you out of your body, that limits your pleasure, that disconnects you from your frickin' moral compass, that continues to perpetuate all of the sexual shadow we experience, like sexual abuse, child trafficking, negative sexual messaging from religious authorities, and from the frickin' mainstream news publications that you read about sex in that are so not even sex positive, because it's all so one-sided about who it's even for. This is also going to require that you learn to see your sexuality as a sacred part of yourself, not as a separate entity that controls you, and also not an entity that you feel victimized by. You are not victimized by your sexuality. The way that we do this, that we integrate and shift the collective shadow into light, is through sexual healing and integration. I know no one wants to work on their sexuality. I know no one wants to feel like this is just another thing that you have to do to check off the box. And I know that you would rather go get a freaking divorce and pay a divorce lawyer tens of thousands of dollars, go through a custody battle, and put your kids through fucking hell before you actually look at this. But I am telling you, no more. No more, no more, no more. It is your responsibility, yours, not anyone else's. Your responsibility to heal and to integrate your sexuality for generations to come. Not just for your kids, but for their kids and their kids and their kids, because the sexual shadow is going to continue to be the predominant and the operating thing. Okay? The sexual abuse, the child trafficking, the negative sexual messaging from religion, the fucking porn industry, all of the disgusting freaking sex toys in your local sex toy shop that have chemicals that are endocrine disruptors and that probably cause cancer. It's got to stop. And it starts with you. This is not an option. Can I just tell you, it is no longer an option. If you want this to end, you get to do the work. You don't have to do it. And you don't have to think about it in the way that I have to do this, or, oh God, I have to work on my sexuality, or, oh, it's just another thing I have to do. No, fuck that. Fuck that. You get to do it. I tell all of my women in my Sensually Embodied Woman group program, when we go through sexual healing, you consider it a fucking blessing that you get to heal it. Why? Because no time in history have we had the opportunity, have we had the scientific understanding of how to heal from sexual trauma and negative sexual conditioning in the first place. Never have we had an opportunity in our timeline, in our lifetime, through thousands of years, to actually heal. And here we are in 2021 with all of the tools, all of the knowledge, all of the ancient practices from Tantra Taoism, and all of the science to back it up. You've got everything you need to do this. You've got everything you need to shift your sexuality. You have everything you need to shift how you do relationships. It is up to you to do it. No one can do it but you. So are you going to get on the train? Are you going to do this for your kids? Are you going to do this for the generations to come? If you are so on this and you are so fuck yes right now, then I want to inspire you to go apply to the Sensually Embodied Woman program. We're starting a new group of gals on August 23rd. So if you want to get in, simply head to www.tillystorm.com/sensually-embodied-woman. We even now have a test drive option, so you don't have to make the full commitment right off the bat to join the program. You can join us for 3 weeks, test it out, see if you're in the right space, and it's a nominal fee. If you feel like it's for you, and you want to go on the full transformational journey, because those 3 weeks are just an intro, they are not the journey, that's for damn sure, then you can join us for the entire 16-week journey. And after my gals finish up with their group program, healing and integrating their own sexuality, then we integrate the change in them into the relationship. So if you are in a relationship, then you can move into tantric sex, you can move into relationship coaching with your partner. Or if you don't have a partner, we can help you get in the space to remove what's keeping you from attracting your partner. Now, I am not a dating coach, and I make it very, very, very clear that I am not going to help you with the whole dating game. I can help you integrate all of the pieces and the things in the way of you attracting someone, but it's never my focus. When someone wants to meet their person, it's never my focus to focus on the how-to. So if you want that, I ain't your gal. If you are all in on the revolution that I am leading and creating, and you want to be a woman who is desirous, turned the fuck on, and ready to really tap into her instinct, learn to trust yourself, learn to deeply, deeply surrender into the sensations in your body, to learn how to let go of control and to let the divine feminine drop in and really imprint that into your system? Well, my love, that's what we do in the Essentially Embodied Woman program. If you want to test drive, if you want to start the whole program, all you need to do is to go to tillystorm.com, and you can just go to the Work With Me section, and then there's the Essentially Embodied Woman program. You can take the little quiz there and set a time to speak with my assistant coach, Jennifer, where she will make sure that you're actually qualified for the program, that you're a good fit for the program. And if she feels like you are, then she can answer any and all of your questions about the program itself, and she'll get you all set up. All right, my loves, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a beloved subscriber. Please share this message with those you know. This is a very important mission and revolution that we're here to create together. I couldn't possibly do it without you. So thank you so much, and we'll see you next week. Bye.